Hi, my name is Jessica Carson, author of Wired This Way, and welcome to today's mini lecture on the sensitive creator. So the sensitive creator is based in the personality dimension of intuition. Now, intuition may sound woo, it may sound magical, but what's really cool about intuition is that researchers are starting to study it and they're finding really interesting things, particularly when it comes to entrepreneurship. Research has shown that entrepreneurs are significantly more intuitive than employees. And what this means is that on a physiological level, their nervous system is able to detect an outcome of a future event prior to actually knowing that outcome. So, for example, playing a card game with their bodies responding as if they had won or lost the card game prior to actually knowing if they won or lost. So this type of intuition is so essential for the entrepreneur who has to skate where the puck is going, who has to listen to their gut, who has to sense patterns and trends, oftentimes before there is data or reason to back it up. So individuals who are high in this kind of intuitive quality are often emotionally intelligent, self-aware, sensitive to their environment, often introverted, and have a really deep sense of creativity and connectivity, both to their internal worlds as well as their external worlds. And this deep perception and awareness is exactly what allows them to connect dots and see trends and find patterns before anybody else, an absolutely essential quality of the entrepreneurial spirit. So from a psychological perspective, individuals who are high in intuition are often what is called empaths or highly sensitive people. So these are people whose nervous systems are simply more open, more permeable, more vulnerable to the external world. And interesting research has shown that individuals with particularly high IQs actually have the most sensitive and open nervous systems. And so this openness allows them to see things that no one else can see. We saw this in individuals like Einstein, for example. But this openness can also result in an inundation of the nervous system. The nervous system is so permeable that a sound is a crash, and a feeling of an itch on your skin is like bugs crawling over your skin. And these people tend to be very sensitive to intense sounds, smells, noises, crowded environments, overstimulation, in terms of sensory experience. And so on one hand, you have these brilliant perceptive people. On the other hand, this overstimulation of the nervous system is connected to both psychological and physiological illness. And this is referred to as the hyper-brain, hyper-body theory of integration. So for the sensitive creator, the motivation is going to be to connect the dots, really to see the invisible threads that connect the fabric of the universe. The mantra is to follow your gut. So it's to rely on your internal, intrinsic wisdom before any kind of external wisdom. And then the tension, so really the dyad in the relationship of the sensitive creator with themselves is inspiration versus overstimulation. So on the light side, you have that glorious instinctiveness and inspiration and attentiveness and noticing. On the dark side, you have that overwhelm, that hypervigilance, and that overstimulation. So when we look at the light and the dark qualities of the sensitive creator, we see that these individuals are empathetic and attentive and aware and perceptive, but that they're also easily depleted, easily drained, and often isolate themselves to protect themselves from that overstimulation. So in this chapter of the book, you will learn all about the sensitive creator, as well as some tips to keep our nervous systems in check.